Edfolks, this is Laetitia speaking as your today's host. We're back again with another episode of Talk with Alumni episode in Season 2. We're here today with a very special guest, Kak Putri Ohorella. Hello Kak Putri, can you introduce yourself a little bit to the Edfolks?
Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Putri Kanaya Elga and everyone calls me Putri. And I am now recently worked at Institut Teknologi Sepuluh Nopember or ITS Surabaya as a public relation officer.
Okay, thank you so much Kak Putri for joining us today in this episode. So I really want to know, from what I know, okay, you graduated in 2019, correct?
Yeah.
2019, okay. I want to know, why did you choose Universitas Erlangga in the first place? Okay. And you know, there's a lot of many more famous university, maybe more better or sound better than Universitas Erlangga. So why did you choose specifically Universitas Erlangga?
Okay, so it's simply because Universitas Erlangga was one and only my dream university.
Wow.
Since I was in senior high, even in junior high. And besides all, we know that Universitas Erlangga itself has a very good reputation, especially as public university in Indonesia. And also recently, if I'm not mistaken, UNAIR also is one of the top 3 university in Indonesia, and also the 276 World University rank released by QS. Is it right?
Yes. We just got the updated list not quite long ago. Right?
Yeah, so that I always wanted to have such a very good environment to challenge me to grow. So that's why I chose Universitas Erlangga.
That is the reason why you choose Universitas Erlangga. So now I want to know why you choose English, and why did you choose studying literature and linguistics.
Okay, so I always have been curious about how language shapes human to think and communicate. So that's why I choose linguistics itself, because it's linguistics taught us about all things, and basically it's about communication, especially effective communication, and also how we know people think and also people communicate.
Okay. Do you think like the things that you learn at college, does it relevant to your work today?
Of course, yes, because as I mentioned before, so it's about like effective communication, right? So that it really helps me to work, especially as public relation officer, because the basic skill that we have as a PR is effective communication, because we meet people and then we interact with people. So the key point is that we are not only just speaking correctly, but we have to deliver the message to the audience, to the people we meet and the public itself.
Okay, so you started your academic journey in Diploma 3?
Yeah.
In English, correct?
Yes, English.
So before continuing to English language and literature and FEB through a transfer program, what made you decide to pursue the transfer program?
Okay, so I always see education itself as a way of our investment to long-term growth. So you know that transfer program means that we want to develop and to enhance our knowledge broaden, right? So the big point or the big vision of mine itself when I chose transfer program, because we as a woman is going to be a mother, right? So the mother itself is the first school of their children. So it's simply that I want to have a valuable knowledge that I have to teach to my future children. So that itself, I think that education is a very good investment to us, because the more you educate, the more you know to educate people.
Okay, so after you graduated in 2019, you spent a year mentoring at Kampus Inggris Pare. So what did you gain from that experience? And considering it's quite intensive work program, what kind of experience did you gain from that?
So the main lesson that I gained from teaching in Kampus Inggris Pare is basically adaptability, because we meet new people. We teach many people in different levels, especially I taught kindergarten students until the employer one. Yeah. So one of my student even is one of the staff in a very beneficial mining companies in Indonesia. So that it was like an honor to me to teach her, especially because it's one of privilege to teach someone from a mining industry or the best mining industry in Indonesia, especially. And then the point is that again, how you use your effective communication to other or to people you meet, especially like from the different level, from the kindergarten until the next level, like employee, something like that.
Do you have any, maybe funny stories or most memorable story when you were working there?
Yeah, of course. When I was teaching like students from, I kind of little bit forget about the grade, but then it's like an elementary school students, and then they have like a mood swing kind of things, so we have to adapt or adjust their mood when we teach them. I mean, like, you have to have an ability to be adaptive and to know when he or she wants to gain some lessons from you, especially.
Okay, so looking back after working in Kampung Inggris Pare, you did internship. You have internship experience as a teacher, and then also a customer service in BNI. So does that shape your mindset about the professional world?
Okay, so basically, being customer service officer at BNI at that time is one of CSR programs of BNI, especially for providing the needs of social activities. So it's like a temporarily, but what I gain from both experience are the same. So the point is that how to use your effective communication to others, because you meet new people, you deliver your message to them, and then how you can connect with them and use your communication in a right way, something like that.
Okay, so working as a teacher and then working also as customer service, it's pretty different industry, different kind of work environment. Do you have any challenges maybe adapting to that different environment?
Maybe not really, because the point is that it's still the same. So using your effective communication, how to deliver your message to other people. So it's not about just speaking only. I mean, like, not just speak correctly, but how you deliver your message to other people. So it also relevant with my recent job, because you can use your skill, especially effective communication skill, to make such a content, and then you write script and then proofreading, sometimes like that. And it also gives some new experience, but not really different kind of atmosphere, because the basic skill that you have or you use is basically the same. So it's about effective communication.
Okay, so now you work as a public relation officer in ETS. Did you back then, do you expect to get accepted there? And were you confident that you were going to be accepted?
Okay, looking backwards, so I was hopeful to be accepted to also one of the best university in Indonesia, but then I didn't want to overly confident to be accepted, because I don't have any background of communications. I mean, like, truly or fully communications, But then when I was joined firstly at ITS, so it's supported by many college, and then the supportive environment to me to learn new things. So that's why I really helpful. And so the previous one I have also worked at ITS, but in the different level of the job, something like that.
So you work as a teacher, and then you work as a customer service, and now you work as a public relation officer. I want to know, so based on your experience, because I also very interested in working as a PR, does the things that you learn in English language and literature, is it relevant to your current job right now? Is it useful? Is it it could help you a lot?
Yeah, of course. It helped me a lot, because I can use many things that I learned from university, especially from linguistics, to deliver what I want to say as a PR, because we meet people. So basically we have to share many things to audience, to other people, or to public, right? So that's why the effective communication is also very important to us to use that kind of skill to my job, especially right now, such as again like making contents, writing many scripts, and then proofreading many articles, and also when you build interaction with other people as a PR itself. Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so learning linguistics really help you in doing works as PR and making maybe social media content and all that stuff. Since again, maybe it's very different with maybe like literature, and linguistics usually studies about words and all that stuff. So it really helps in working as public relation.
Yeah, because as I mentioned before, there are many articles that I have to proofread, and then so making captions on social media and other stuff. So we have to have such a skill that basically comes from English language. I mean, like, yeah, basically it's about language, but then when you have a skill like English language skill, so it's being your privilege, right? I mean, like, you can broaden your skill from the national language into the international one. So it can be very useful for me also as a PR, because sometimes I have an honor to welcome many many authorities from another country, such as an ambassador from a country, something like that. Or it can be our privilege to have a very good skill in English if you want to do job like a PR, something like that.
Okay, so moving on to talking about your current job as a PR officer. From what I know, as public relations, there's so many job description, job tasking that you have to do, including as protocol officer, and then also working as MC, and then of course social media coordinator and content creator. And also you mentioned that you work as EDSA ambassador coordinator also. How do you balance all of that job tasks?
Okay, so basically maybe it's going to be the same with others, so please make your priority. Which one is your priority? So you can maybe do that priority first, and then you have to have such skill like adaptability and then adjustment, because you know which one is being or is must be prioritized and which one is we can do it later. So sometimes you have to know which one is important to do now, and then the other one we can do it later, something like that.
Okay, do you have maybe challenges in doing some of this job tasks, or maybe do you have like your favorite job? Do you have something like that?
Challenges, maybe there are many, I would say, because being public relations officer is new thing in my life, but then I learned a lot from what I have already done until now. And then if you ask me about what's my favorite job, amongst the others, maybe I would say I like emceeing and also being coordinators of ITS social media team, and also Duta ITS or ITS Campus Ambassador, because I have to say that I have many good teamworks to work with.
Wow.
So they are very supportive and really match the skill that I want they to support us, something like that.
Okay, so even in weekends, sometimes you have to also work doing PR and all that stuff. Do you have maybe a particular story in a day that you were very hectic, very busy and all that stuff?
Maybe if there are so many works or even tasks that I have done lately, the worst thing that I have to admit is that I have to keep my performance still in terms of a good endurance, because sometimes as a human we have time, we want to have time for rest, Yeah, but then sometimes I deny that kind of things when my body really exhausted or something like that. So yeah, maybe about healthy and how your body still in freshness, something like that.
Okay, busy woman is what Sabrina Carpenter would say.
Oh yeah.
So, transition from being a teacher and then also you work as customer service and now as a PR officer, I think it's pretty huge, right? So, what was the biggest challenge during your early days as PR officer and how do you overcome it?
Yeah, so the big challenge is how you do something that you haven't experienced before, because being a PR or a public relations officer is basically a new thing for me. Yeah, and then I'm kind of an introvert person, and then you start meeting many people and then doing many tasks, yeah, something like that. So it's kind of really challenging for me itself as a officer. And especially the key or the big point is that you work it in a very big institution, and then yeah, who doesn't know ETS anyway? But then yeah, so that's been my biggest challenge to work as a public relations officer.
Do you have any maybe like culture shock while first time working as a PR?
Not really culture shock, because I have a co-coordinator to support me so that we can share many things, and then we can discuss many things that I haven't done before. So I know that it's new thing for me, but when you have someone or a team that it's very beneficial to you, and then they have such a skill that PR also want it, so that's going to be a very good one for you to start a new job as a PR itself.
Okay, so with all of your experience working, what do you think about the career opportunities for the English language and literature graduates outside of the field of education like you do?
Okay, so basically, so make it very general. So let's say it's English department, yeah. So don't worry to all English department students, because you are in English department, so you have a language skill. So in my very humble opinion, language skill is a very basic knowledge that people must have, because once when you mastering such, or let's say it's English language, so it will be your privilege to do many things or to do some jobs maybe at the same time, because you know language is a very basic skill that people must have to share or to shape a very effective communications to others. So you don't have to only speak correctly, but how you can deliver the message to others, and you will learn it from English department or English literature, yes, department, something like that.
So besides maybe English skills and also adaptability and effective communication, what kind of other skills that you think we as students could build now?
Okay, besides the skill, maybe the confidence, yeah. I mean, like, you will meet many people with many different backgrounds, and we have to be adaptive to them. I mean, how you can be adaptive without having such a confidence. I mean, another skill that you have to have, yeah, in your daily life, especially when you are meeting new people, yeah, it's about confidence. I think something like that.
Okay, so there's a lot of stigma around English graduates that we probably going to be just not teacher and all that stuff. And also a lot of us, a lot of students, we also kind of have that concern, like what are we going to do after we graduate, what kind of job are we going to get. What do you think maybe you have a message or advice for those who want to pursue the similar career like you?
Don't limit yourself to try applying into many jobs. Yeah, because we never know which kind of job that is suit us. Because what is destined for you will find way to you. So that's why you have to try every single job that may suit your skill. I don't mention your major or your subjects in college, because yeah, it will be very general. But when you think that it suits your skills, yeah, I think it's really important for you to start making new things. So break the limits, try new things, as long as it suits with your skill. So why not? Something like that.
Okay, so you mentioned that major and what subjects that we learned doesn't actually that impactful, but actually the skills are. So do you think maybe like portfolio or our organization experience, is it really impactful and important for maybe searching for careers and jobs and all that?
Yeah, of course. I think portfolio and stuff, something like that, is really helpful for you guys to find a very good job that suit to you or suit your skill, something like that. So that's why besides having like formal or academical education, something like that, you have to pursue another level of being prestigious by doing new things and broaden your skills, not only soft skills maybe, but also hard skill, because sometimes employers doesn't only look for your backgrounds, but also what will you do to us, what will you do for the company based on the skill that you have, something like that.
Okay, so maybe as a closing for today's episode, do you have maybe last encouragement for other English literature students that have a lot of concerns about graduating and also about getting careers and all that stuff?
Okay, maybe keep your spirit up, and please do not limit yourself to learn new things, especially broaden your skills, not only for the soft skill but also the hard skill, because it will really helps you to find your very good job or good work that maybe it will suit you, or maybe it will brings you another level. Yeah, something.
Okay, so that closes our episode today with Kak Putri. Thank you so much, Kak Putri, for your time today, for talking to us and giving encouragements and advice to Edfolks and English literature students out there. So thank you so much for watching us. This is Talk with Alumni. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you in another episode.
See you again.